Once in a while, I like to go back into the classics, and this is one of those classics, one of the great writers of all time, Somerset Maugham. And this was at the prime of his career in the early 40s when he wrote this book called The Razor's Edge. For one thing, I love the writing. I mean, it's very classical styled writing, with the eye of the point being the writer himself, who is also a character, speaks from the first person in the book. This is the story about 4 or 5 people who are roaming around the world looking for life, trying to figure out what it's all about. And that's it. That's the story. And I'll just go to the end and tell you what he ends up saying at the end is, I think all of these people ended up getting what they wanted in life, even though they may not have realized it. The story of how they got there, what they did, that's what this is about. You have the woman of high style who lives in Paris on the entertainment front. You have the young man who spends his entire life trying to gain the favor of those who are in the upper crust. You have the woman who ends up on drugs after coming from a very rich family in Chicago, who ends up really destroying her life. Or as Somerset Maugham writes in here, did she destroy her life, or is that exactly what she was after? And you have the author's point of view from the academic gentleman who is traveling around the world meeting these people from time to time and finding out what they're doing. I just think classical writing is so much fun to read because it is significantly different than what we see in modern novels today. And for Somerset Maugham, this was one of his fine works written back the early 1940s. So settle back, relax, it's an easy read, it's fun. You won't speed read this because there's too much information and too much to glean about the characters who are involved. That's The Razor's Edge.